Eagle, proud symbol of our country, keep on flying high up above, and together we will stand and we'll restore the land. Oh, eagle, keep on flying, eagle.
Oh, yeah. Y'all come on up in here and be a part of the show and enjoy the show. Bert Ott Carruth, I'm your host, coming to you live from the Reed's Metal Studio in the beautiful Farm Bureau building right here in Jackson, Mississippi, alongside the legend Paul Ott on the phone down in the beautiful Scenic Rivers Region at Lake Dixie Springs. Hello, Paul Ott.
Well, Bert, sounds like that you got quite a bit in the Scenic River area. Karl Ott, and I don't know who else, but it sounds like we got some good lineup for the show tonight.
We do, there's no doubt, and also always want to thank our wonderful sponsors, especially down there in the Scenic Rivers region, like the Magnolia Restaurant at Days Inn of Macomb and McKinley Cleaners of Macomb and Tylertown, and then, of course, you got the Macomb Animal Hospital. All of those are listened to the Eagle sponsors right down there in the beautiful Scenic Rivers region.
And Coca-Cola.
Oh, Coca-Cola, yeah. You talked to Barney lately, Paul Ott?
Yeah, I talked to him the other day. Boy, he's doing a good job down there, man. He's selling Coca-Colas right and left.
Yeah, he took over for the man, Mr. James Brumfield, but Barney was the perfect fit and just love him to death. And I know with his leadership, Coca-Cola is still rocking strong. Matter of fact, I'm drinking Dasani water as we speak.
Well, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Barney does a lot in the community, too, but out in Southwest and all over the community there.
Yeah. Paul Ott, I want to talk to you a little bit about it. It's right around the corner, Mississippi Wildlife Extravaganza.
That's right, Bert, and they're expecting a bigger crowd than they had last year. I don't know how because, you know, that thing, you couldn't hardly move in there, but it is the beginning of hunting season. They got some great deals, discounts that you can buy ahead of hunting season.
Yeah, you know, Brad Young was in here a couple of Monday nights ago, and he just shared that a lot of cool hunting people and famous people. Matter of fact, just for our listeners to know, it's August 4th and 6th at the Mississippi Trademark Center. Adults, it's $10 to get in. Children from 6 years old to 12-year-old is $5. Children 5 and under are free. Now on Friday they're calling that Kids Day. And Kids Day, children 12 and under are free. Going to have tons of events for the kids, a lot of cool attractions, and, of course, all the wonderful products throughout the trade show floor. It's just a wonderful event, Paul Ott. I invite everybody to go, and if you have not experienced the Mississippi Wildlife Extravaganza, it's something that you need to be a part of. Paul Ott, one other thing I'd like to bring up, it's just a good time to kind of share this, something you taught me at a very early age, and a lot of people, we'd be surprised that don't understand this. So the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks actually sent out a little story this week, and it says that many Mississippians will come across some type of newborn wildlife this summer that appears to be abandoned, like baby birds, squirrels, white-tailed deer, fawns, little fawns, are the most frequent wildlife that people kind of report during the summer that they find, and they think they're abandoned. But we want to remind all our listeners that, Mississippi law prohibits the capture and possession or caging of any of these wild animals, including white-tailed deer, squirrels, and birds. In cases like young birds and squirrels that maybe have been blown out of a nest during the summer storm, the animals will find them and take care of them. And then, you know, the deer, Paul Ott, they kind of, as a mechanism for safety and protection, that baby fawn will actually lay in grass and kind of act like it's sick or hurt. And, of course, the human side of us wants to try to help those. And the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fishery, and Parks strongly advise you, keep your distance, leave the fawn alone, because it will have a much better chance of survival being left alone.
Yeah, wild animals are meant to be in the wild, Bert, and there's just a protection instinct there for them, I guarantee you.
Paul Ott, we do have a great show. Before we go to our first break, I want to kind of share with everybody, you don't want to leave us tonight. Keep us loud and proud, because we've got an interview with a man that goes shark fishing in a kayak. Did you hear that?
Well,
now, it's Shark Week. It's big time Shark Week on national television. So we thought we'd bring you a little Shark Week, a little shark fishing in a kayak.
Well, when did you start booking crazy people?
Well, hey, you got that right. You want to see the video of this guy catching sharks in a kayak. Paula, it's unbelievable, and he is crazy. Look, y'all don't go anywhere. We got a full show. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we'll be right back with more of Listen to the Eagle.
Legendary entertainer Paul Ott brings you his greatest hits. Get them all in this special CD-DVD combo set, including Old Blue,
Many and a many of an early morn.
I Am Mississippi,
I am everything good you have ever dreamed about.
Right Arm of America, and many more. To order, visit listentotheeagle.com or send $20 check or money order to Paul Ott's Greatest Hits, Box 219, Summit, Mississippi 39666.
Welcome back, Listen to the Eagle. Your live call-in radio show on hunting, fishing, God, family, and country, and anything Paul Ott wants to talk about, which you'll find out tonight. Subject matter can change in a heartbeat if Paul Ott wants it to. 1-800-251-5891. 1-800-251-5891 will get you up in here with us. Or pound 444 if you C-Spire, customer inspired like we are. Now, the other day, my good friend Dennis Washington and I were talking with Bret, who goes shark fishing in a kayak. I don't know whether to just be in awe and respect you guys because you're brave, or whether I need to stay clear from y'all with a 10-foot pole because y'all are crazy.
Maybe a little bit of both. Maybe. I don't know. We sure had a lot of fun with it this weekend, though, Brett. I know that.
We've got tons of footage.
It's on the YouTube channel. In fact, if you're watching on the show now, we'll get the video rolling. So and Brett, we're showing the video here. Now, the folks watching the video, we're just maybe less than about a mile off of the Orange Beach. I mean,
That's right. We're not too far off.
And Brett, now that we're showing this shot here, this was Sunday when we were getting that, I guess the second shark or the first shark that morning. And, I mean, you're just sitting there putting your foot in the water like it's no big deal.
Hey, a shark's nothing but a fish with teeth, man.
That's a good way of I guess describing that. All right, Brett, take me through it. I'm going to talk about my fishing trip here a little bit later, but we wake up early, we motor out. Y'all kind of take me through the process.
Look at that, Bert. I mean, we got
kayak.
2 kayaks here. I mean, this ain't no. We're getting it done right. Look at that. You see that shark jumping? We're showing that shark just a jumping there, Brett. We saw yesterday morning. Got on video.
That's right.
Man, that thing was getting at it.
It all starts early. You got to get up early, just as you mentioned, Bert, and get up. But the biggest difference is the first challenge of the day is getting off the beach.
No doubt.
And we got some good footage of when we were down there, it was 3 or 4 foot waves, and when those are crashing in your lap in that kayak, the first mission is to get off the beach.
Yeah, we launched off the beach, and Saturday was really windy, and trying to get off the beach was once you got out past the breakers, you were good, but just trying to get out.
That's right.
Now watch, we're coming up here, probably the moment of the trip yesterday. And Brett knows what I'm about to talk about here. Watch this shark coming up here so you can see it. Now watch this, Bert. You're going to see the tail of this shark slap upside the boat. Watch it. We can put it in slow motion here. Here it comes. Watch and it kind of feeling.
God,
look,
yeah.
no, wait, no, here it comes. Look at this.
Boom. Who got that? Who's
That's Jared back behind Brett right there. So Brett's holding the camera.
Hey,
Weaver.
And for all of you, hey, if you're listening on radio, you've got to go to listentotheeagle.com because if you've ever been finned by a catfish, I got you a new meaning of being finned.
Hey, Jared was. I mean, his leg was red there for a while. It was
no doubt. Wow.
He had a big welt on his leg there for most of the days, but he wore it proudly.
All right, Brett. All right, some off the cuff questions that I got to believe our listeners out there want to know. Number one, you're in a kayak. What kind of bait are we using on these lures and why?
That's right. Once you get off the beach, the next thing is to catch bait. We use gotchas or bubble rigs, and we're catching our bait while we're out there fishing.
Okay.
We might catch Spanish mackerel. We might catch ladyfish. We might catch hardtails. Just whatever we can catch, while we're out there. That's what the sharks are there feeding on.
Yeah.
That's what I want to catch them on. So we're catching bait, and sometimes we swim it live. And those black tip sharks like that, they feed up on top of the water. They're eating fish, and that's why you see them come out of the water like that. They're not on the bottom swimming slow, eating fish parts that have dropped down. They're up in the water, swimming fast, hunting fish.
Now, how do you keep? Because I'm looking at these kayaks, and here's my question: how do you keep these shark from pulling you, and you actually pulling them into the kayak? I don't quite understand the concept there.
You just have to fight them with a lot less drag. You can't have your drag set as tight as you normally would, like when you're standing on a boat.
Right.
Because there's a lot of times when we've got some good footage of it where that shark will come up beside the boat, and you reach down to grab the leader, to take the hook out or do whatever you're going to do. And he just runs straight down. And if you have your drag set real tight,
you're going.
He will actually pull you over.
Absolutely. All right, again, listeners, if you're listening to us on radio this morning, you've got
there
got to
it
go
goes again.
to listen.
That's the shot of the right.
Golly.
Just slapping up on top of
Listen to theeagle.com, and you've got to see this footage. This is just crazy. Fishing sharks in a kayak. Now, Dennis, are you in one of these kayaks?
I am. Well, some of the shots, the not all the shots. Yes, we had two kayaks out. So me and Nick were in one of them, and Brett and Jared were in the other one. So now Brett's the shark expert here. I didn't catch any sharks, but I sure enjoyed the ride, and it was a lot of fun to watch all this happen. And one thing, in this discussion, we're not just out just catching but Saturday, one of the sharks we tagged.
Yeah, I saw
There's a tagging program. Brett, am I right? It's through NOAA. Is that right?
That's right. That's correct.
And so explain to people how, if they're interested in tagging a shark, how they would do that.
That's right. You can just go on the NOAA website, and they walk you through it, and it's very easy. If you normally catch shark, or if you just catch them on occasion while you're fishing, you can get on their website, send them an email, and they'll send you all the directions. They send you a whole packet with some tags, and it actually helps them out. They'll track that shark, and then occasionally, if while you're out there fishing, you may not even be fishing for sharks. You may be fishing for snapper or whatever. But occasionally, everybody catches a shark, and sometimes those sharks will already have a tag in them. So if you see a tag, you're supposed to remove it. It's usually on there with a piece of fishing string, so they're easy to cut off or to pull off. And then you report them, try to measure them if you can. But there's directions on the tag and on the website, all that. And then they'll send you a shirt and a packet telling you where that shark, the history of that shark, where he came from, where he was tagged last. So it's just a way of keeping up
That's
with
awesome.
these
Brett,
migratory fish.
Brett, I can't thank you enough for sharing this, for not only listening to the Eagle, but the whole state of Alabama. This is the first time I've ever heard of fishing in a kayak for sharks.
And Brett and I have already talked. There will be more of this to happen in the future.
This is cool.
We've got
That's
big
right.
plans.
Well,
we like to go off and target the hammerhead. So it's a lot different story when you have an 8 or 10 foot hammerhead beside the boat, but that's to come also.
Yeah, these sharks right here, Bert, were only about 4, 5, 6 feet long. They look a lot bigger on video than they really were.
Well, guess what? They're already 2 or 3 2 foot longer than I want them to be if I'm in any of those boats. I can promise you that.
Oh,
well, guys,
man.
This is just amazing. Again, I can't thank you enough, Brett, for sharing this with List to the Eagle. Dennis, I can't thank you enough for braving and going out and videoing this stuff.
It was my pleasure.
He's a trooper.
We got
guess what? On all future ones, Dennis is going to be your trooper again.
That's how y'all take him any day.
Thanks, Brett.
Hey, thank you again, Brett. Thanks for being a part of List to the Eagle. The one question I should have asked Brett that I didn't ask him before he got off the phone was, how do you even come up with the idea? Where does it even come to your mind? I'm going to get in a kayak today, and I'm going to go fishing for a shark. On the next side of the break, we got Dr. Frank Sullivan, who's a captain of a nice boat. You know, you go fishing for deep sea fishing, but I just don't, that mentality of I'm going to get in a kayak, get off this safe beach, and I'm going to go fishing for sharks. Anyway, very interesting. Brett's crazy. Hope to have him back on the show one day. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Y'all don't go anywhere. We got Dr. Frank Sullivan on the next segment. We're going to talk a little South Louisiana fishing. We'll be right back.
Paul Ott's The Day of the Lord CD-DVD combo set is our free gift to you and your family. The Day of the Lord includes songs like I Am That I Am, Don't Cry for Me, and They Could Not Stop His Love, as well as special sermons by Tom Lester, Dr. Larry LeBlanc, and others. Paul's special holy visits and the printed Don't Cry for Me poster are also included. Get yours by calling 1-800-684-9486 or by letter to New Day of the Lord Ministries Foundation, Box 219, Summit, Mississippi 39666.
Welcome back in to Listen to the Eagle. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. No matter how you're listening to the show, whether you're scrolling down the old FM dial all across this great state of Mississippi, or whether you've used your C Spire smartphone and gone to the App Store and searched Listen to the Eagle and downloaded the app. I invite each and every one of y'all to do that. That way you never miss Listen to the Eagle. 1-800-251-5891. That's 1-800-251-5891 will get you right in here amongst us, or pound 44 if you're C Spire customer inspired like we are. Paul Ott, we're going down to South Louisiana to my good friend, one of my best friends in the whole world, Dr. Frank Sullivan. Frank, welcome in, brother.
You to tell everybody
What's up, Bert? How you doing, Mr. Paul?
You met him where you met him.
Do what, Dad?
Where did you meet Frank Sullivan, and how come you was there when you met him?
Well, Frank Sullivan, absolutely. One day when I first arrived to the University of Mississippi, that we don't probably need to talk too much about tonight.
Let's don't talk about that.
Yeah, Frank, let's just move on. Hey, that's where we met, Paul. Let's segue into something else. Let's talk hunting and fishing.
All right. Well, you got a good one to do it.
Frank, I don't know whether to call you doctor anymore, or should I just call you Captain Sullivan?
Well, let me tell you something. I definitely need to stick to my day job. Let's just say that. So I don't know what to call me either. But I like either one of those, to tell you the truth. But I have been doing some fishing here lately, and I got to tell you, fishing's been pretty good, man. It's been a tough spring for us down here. Tough summer also in South Louisiana. The wind has just been beating us up pretty bad, but we've had some good days. Had a good weekend, and fishing's been good from speckled trout all the way out to the marlin fishing, and just can't, thank God every day that we get to get out there and enjoy the fishery that we have in Venice. But it's just another place. It's like a foreign country, basically, when you're down there. And it either grabs you in your heart or it doesn't, because I bring some people down there and we have a great trip. And I don't know if they love it as much as I love it. But most people, and I would say definitely most guys and a lot of ladies, they just love it. And there's something about the Mississippi River. It's something about being at the end of the Mississippi River and looking at all that water that has traveled all the way down that Ohio River Valley, and knowing that all the nutrients coming from that river. And then you have the oil industry, and that's a strong industry in South Louisiana. So we have a lot of reefs out there. We have all these man-made reefs, and when you mix that with the Mississippi River, it's a great, great, great fishery. And it's like no other place in the world. I love it.
Well,
and there's it's hard to paint the picture.
There is, and something else that I will add that I do know that always just adds an enjoyment to our trip. We've been down there different parts of the year, so it's not like I hit the same time every year. But after you come in and man, the cooking and whether they cooked your fish that you caught that day, the eating is unbelievable. But there is always some type of get-together or festival going on in that area for you to enjoy and just have a good time. And the food is out of this world good.
Hey, that's what we do in Louisiana, man. We don't have a ton of talents, but cooking, getting together with good friends and having a good time, we've got that down. We could teach 49 states how to do it a little bit better, I guarantee you. That's what we do, you know. And it's a great place to be, I tell you, it really is.
Well, I want to invite all of our listeners across this great state of Mississippi, if you have been down to the Burris or Venice area and enjoyed that fishing, be sure to get back down there. But if you have not, I want to invite you to look it up. There's websites all over the place. Find you an outfitter. Grab a youth, whether it's your son, whether it's your daughter, or whether it's a cousin or just a youth that you think would enjoy that, because there's nothing like it. There's nothing like fishing out of South Louisiana, and I mean that. Frank Sullivan,
that's right.
I love you. Thank you for being on Listen to the Eagle, and thank you for promoting that South Louisiana fishing. Y'all keep enjoying it, and I'll see you soon, brother.
Hotty-toddy, baby.
Hotty-toddy. Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Legendary entertainer Paul Ott brings you his greatest hits. Get them all in this special CD-DVD combo set, including Old Blue,
Many and a many of an early morn.
I Am Mississippi,
I am everything good you have ever dreamed about.
Right Arm of America, and many more. To order, visit listentotheeagle.com or send $20 check or money order to Paul Ott's Greatest Hits, Box 219, Summit, Mississippi 39666.
Oh, don't you touch that dial, because you all up amongst Listen to the Eagle Radio. God, family, country, hunting, fishing, anything Paul Ott wants to talk about. But I'm going to change it up a little bit tonight. We got Karl Ott from the Karl Ott. Karl, okay, frame it again. Karl and I grew up in the Scenic Rivers region. Since, golly, Karl, I mean, since we were in diapers and walking. And like I said, we've been hunting, fishing, water skiing, canoeing, floating the Bogachitta River in inner tubes. We've, if it can be done four-wheeling, we've done it in the Scenic Rivers region. All right, here's the memory. I'm going to let you take it and run with it.
Oh, boy.
8 years old, summertime, Paul Ott took you and I down to Fernwood, Mississippi. Paul Ott bought us 2 cane poles. He bought us a basket of crickets, and then he bought us like a cage. Instead of a stringer, he bought us a cage with a little flap top for us to throw in the water and keep our fish safe and alive in the water. Now, we came back that day, and I'm going to let you take it from there.
Well, first of all, we caught a bunch of fish.
Woo-hoo, did we?
I mean, young kids having a blast. I mean, just with cane poles and crickets and worms, sat there and caught fish, put them in the basket that your dad had gotten us.
We came up on about 3 or 4 brim beds, and I'm telling you, we weren't fishing, we were catching. I remember you and I being tired because every time we put it in there, we caught something.
Well, you know, me, I've got, you know, my hands aren't real tough, you know, so I was getting those little brim off. They kept hurting, you know, punching me, pricking me, you know, and I was tired of that, but we kept catching them because as soon as it hit the water, I mean, they were just taking.
And hey, this is something else kids don't know about. We ran out of crickets, but you and I both thought we could keep catching. I don't know if you remember, we took off running in the high weeds trying to find grasshoppers. And,
man, we had a time. I mean,
all right. We only have a minute and a half, so tell everybody what happened, though.
Well, we come back to check our fish, and we pulled the basket out, and there was no fish.
It's bones. Nothing but bones.
Nothing but bones. Nothing but bones.
Paul Ott, you bought us that cage to keep our fish safe, and we came back and pulled it up, and it was, I'm telling y'all, there was at least 30 to 40 brim in that little cage, and it was bones.
Snakes.
Nothing but bones.
Nothing but bones.
We couldn't believe it. I tell you what we didn't do again, if you recall.
We didn't use that basket anymore.
We didn't use that basket anymore, I can tell you that.
Oh, man.
But, boy, let me tell you something. That was as simple as it could be and as much fun as a kid to ride down and, you know, and do that.
Yeah, so everybody out there listening, you're sitting here basically, and I'm going to say it, Carl, you can just live with it. 45 and 46-year-old men, we're sitting here talking about it right now, and it's a memory that'll never leave either one of us, and it's as simple as the day is long.
That's right, and enjoying it with your cousin and best friend, which you just cherish, and it was just, that's what makes memories, Bert. That's what it's about.
Love you, Karl Ott. We're gone. See y'all next week.